Good morning, everyone. It was coming up to Christmas, and Sammy asked his mom if he could have a new bike. So she told him that the best idea would to be write Santa Claus a letter. But Sam, having just played a vital role in the school nativity play, said he would prefer to write to the baby Jesus. So his mom told him that would be fine. Sam went to his room and wrote, "Dear baby Jesus, I have been a very good boy and would like to have a bike for Christmas." But he wasn't very happy when he read it over, so he decided to try again. At this time he wrote, "Dear baby Jesus, I'm a good boy most of the time and would like a bike for Christmas." He read it back again and wasn't happy with that one either. He tried a third version. "Dear Jesus, I could be a good boy if I tried hard and especially if I had a new bike." He read that one too, but he still wasn't satisfied, so he decided to go out for a walk while he thought about a better approach. After a short time, he passed a house with a small statue of the Virgin Mary in front of the garden. He crept in, stuffed the statue under his coat, and hurried home and hid it under his bed. Then he wrote the letter, "Dear Jesus, if you ever want to see your mother again, you better send me a new bike." All right. So just a couple announcements, and then I'm going to go into, since we're not having coffee for the next 2 Mondays, I'm going to try to give you what I can see for, as far as highlighted things on the schedule, just, to make you aware. So it's going to be a lot of information, but we're going to start with this one. There will be no blood pressures taking on 12/25, which is December, or on January 1st. The next time for blood pressure will be January 8th. Sign up for the January 6th Petanque tournament starts this morning. Sign up will also be taken at the courts during daily play. The first 64 players to sign up and pay will be guaranteed a spot in the tournament. The cost to play is $5 per person. There will be a 50th anniversary celebration on February 24th. There is still room for additional celebrants. You can either see myself or Tom McKeever if you're interested in that. Just trying to make sure I got all my... Okay, now it looks like that's all the information other than what I got on my schedule paper. Okay. All right, so this week, today, line dancing here at 12 o'clock. Bingo, be here and ready to play by 6:15 tonight. I don't know what the bingo schedule is for Christmas and New Year's, so I suggest you come tonight to find out their schedule. There is no bingo? Okay, so there's not going to be any bingo on the 25th or on New Year's Day. All right, tomorrow we have a movie here in the clubhouse at 2 p.m. That's Wonder Woman. If you are coming, if you haven't signed up, please sign up on the paper on the credenza so that we know how many people to have popcorn and sodas prepared for. Wednesday is the last day to sign up for the Christmas hams. Also on Wednesday, we have a TMAC meeting at 2 o'clock and an HOA meeting at 7 o'clock. On Friday, we will have the ham distribution from 9 to noon. So if you signed up for the Christmas potluck here in the clubhouse and you're picking up your ham, you can come to do that from 9 to 12 on Friday. Also on Friday, as Tammy had mentioned, we will be having our Christmas staff party, and we're going to be doing it here, but both of our offices will be closed, the activities office and the main business office, at 2 o'clock. Okay, let's see. All right, going to next week on Monday the 25th, the Christmas potluck is at 2 o'clock here in the clubhouse. Next week on Wednesday the 27th, we will have our Let's Talk Tanglewood at 2 o'clock. On Sunday the 31st, that is the New Year's Eve dance. And then the next Friday, so we're talking about not this Friday, not next Friday, but the following Friday, we're January the 5th, and that is the day of the showcase. So I just wanted to highlight those few things. I know it's kind of hard when we're not going to be having coffee for 2 weeks. I just wanted to make sure I got those in. I am sure I have missed something. Hopefully someone else will get up here and talk about something that I missed. And I hope that you all have wonderful holidays. But also another thing I need to mention before I get off stage, we still have tickets available for the special meals, which will be on January 16th. The last Monday, the only Monday between now and then that you'll be able to get them is on January 8th. If you haven't got your tickets for your special meal dinner and you'd like to, any day that I'm in my office, you can pick them up with me, or again, you can get them here on January 8th. And the meal is on January 16th, and it is a barbecue. Okay. Now let me backtrack to what I was doing before I skipped that announcement. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And myself, I'm looking forward to 2018 and the new things it can bring. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful holidays, and I will see you back here on Monday.
Good morning.
In 2018. Thank you.
Wearing two hats this morning. First one, Bruce Eberly with the caroling. Last night we had about 40-some people out caroling throughout the community. We had 3 teams set up, and I again want to thank those carolers, but I especially want to thank the people that we caroled to. We had a really great time, and we hope that we brighten those people's Christmas season. As far as special events is concerned, we have 3 events in January. January 5th is our showcase. It's a one-day showcase this year. It'll be from roughly 9 o'clock till about 5 o'clock. We'll have 20-plus acts here. Each and every one of you can attend that. It's a $10 ticket to get in, and you can listen to all the entertainment. We'll have food and everything involved with that. And for those people who are involved with the Special Events Committee, we will try and have a meeting on January the 2nd prior to the showcase. So please attend that meeting. More information will follow. January 14th, we will have Assisted Living, the musical. It's a comedy-type musical. And it's supposed to be an excellent, excellent show. And then January 28th is Recreation, the Energy of Youth. It's a group of young people that entertain, and they dedicate all their proceeds to the Veterans Organization. So we would, it's an opportunity to support our vets and an opportunity to see a great show. If I don't see you beforehand, have a very
Good morning,
Merry Christmas.
Linda Sewell with the New Year's Eve dance. Before I start, I just want to give a big thank you to the people that decided to spend their New Year's Eve here with us at Tanglewood. We've had a great turnout. We are just about out of tickets, so thank you very much. And that's from the entire dance committee. We work very hard to bring you entertainment. We are a TMAC event, which means our funds go back into bringing you entertainment. It takes almost a year ahead of time to book people, get their contracts signed. It's not an easy task, and we thank you for supporting us. Because this is the last coffee, I need to tell you about some do's and don'ts for New Year's. Don't bring any balloons. They get caught in the fans. Don't bring any candles that burn fire. Don't bring any confetti because it's a mess to clean up. Those are really the only things we ask you not to do. You can bring your hats and your noisemakers. The Tanglewood, or HOA, sorry, not the HOA, Hometown America has purchased all the table covers for us this year. So again, you will have a tablecloth on every table. You can come in and decorate about 3 o'clock on the day of the eve. And then we're going to lock the doors. And that's so we can finish all our finals. And while I'm talking about that, how many of you know there is also an indoor decorating committee? And they work very hard. Thank you, one person. Oh, 2, all right. They decorate our trees, and on New Year's Eve, Gail Woolley, I need to put out a nice thank you to her and her team. They will have the lobby decorated so you can have your pictures taken with your finery on for New Year's Eve. You won't have to bring this ticket on New Year's Eve. We've already written down your numbers, and you've purchased your tickets, so just bring your ticket. And just a little reminder, if you have a guest, please see Billy. You now have an armband that those guests need to be wearing when they're here in Tanglewood with you. And thank you very much,
My name is Nancy Wakes, and I'm here on behalf of the Tanglewood Actors Guild. I usually don't stand behind the podium here because you can't see me. I was on CNN one evening when our hospital, I was a hospital risk manager, and our hospital had a known criminal in the ICU, and the FBI wanted him. And then we were on TV, and you could see the top of my head. So some relatives from Nebraska called and said, "Nancy, did we see the top of your head?" I said, "Yeah." Anyway, I'm here as a representative of the Tanglewood Actors Guild, who is planning an evening of fashion and fun starring Tanglewood residents on March 2nd. We're looking for volunteers to work behind the scenes and on stage as models and entertainers. If you're available for a couple of rehearsals on show night March 2nd, please sign up in the tag binder on the credenza in the bingo area. For those of you who have never been to one of our fashion shows or one of our plays, TAG has been around longer than I have, probably, in Tanglewood. But we've spent the time that TAG has been around providing great plays and a lot of talent for the Tanglewood residents. Our fashion shows were sold out on 3 occasions. So we're looking forward to giving you a night of entertainment and fashion. Thank you very much.
I'm Lynn Arbe from the Travel Committee. We had a trip on Wednesday, a shopping trip to Orlando, and 2 things were left on the bus. And please see us at the travel table to claim them. One of them is this packet, which I think makes up into a beautiful star. And if you bought it, I think you would like to have it for your decorations. The other thing leaves us puzzled because someone on the trip must have thought he or she was very sexy, but apparently not sexy enough because they left their hat behind. Sexy. So if you're sexy and you know it and you bought this, see us at the travel table. Okay, Saturday, January 13, our trip to the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater to see Chicago is sold out. Our February 17th trip to Mamma Mia now has 6 seats remaining. If you want to go, pay right away. Jerry Dewing is leading both trips. The St. John's River Cruise on March 8th has 24 seats remaining. The cost for early pay up until February 8th is $80, but I frankly feel it's going to be sold out long before February 8th. Bev Romsberg is leading this trip. The Winter Park Art Festival, Friday, March 16, at a cost of $32. We have 21 seats left. Luann Wykes is leading a bus trip through Ireland in September 2018. If you want additional information, go to TWR Times and download the brochure. She has scheduled the travel representative to come back to Tanglewood on January 22nd to make another presentation. Panama Canal Cruise in January, 88 travelers, and Randy and Tracy have scheduled the pre-trip meeting for Tuesday, January 23rd, 10 a.m. to distribute travel documents. Oasis of the Seas trip in April has 30 passengers and more can be accommodated. Thank you for your support of the travel committee, and I would like to wish everyone a joyous Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.
Dave Brunella here, the Breakfast Committee. We had a wonderful turnout for the breakfast last Saturday. Everyone seemed to have a really good time, and Brenda sold the tickets. It turns out that she printed her usual 250 tickets, and those were sold out long before the end of the breakfast. And so a number of people paid for more tickets, and she has them here. If you've paid for your tickets for the next breakfast and you're here, come and see Brenda because she has the tickets there for you. We're looking forward to another really good breakfast in January, and that's going to be French toast and bacon, so one of our favorites. Looking forward to seeing everybody again, and we thank you for the turnout. It really was wonderful. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you.
Donna Scores with Diversions this morning. We want to thank everyone that participated in the golf cart parade. That was my first golf cart parade. It was such fun. We just can't wait for next year. And for those of you that really dressed, there's just one thing I want to tell you. What goes on in Tanglewood stays in Tanglewood. The following evening was the Daryl Patrick Jazz Ensemble, and that was well attended. We had close to 170 in attendance. It was a wonderful evening of jazz entertainment with a focus on holiday music. Daryl Patrick will be returning to the clubhouse in the spring. So on behalf of our Diversions family, to your family, Diversions wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very healthy
Greg
New Year.
Plank.
Thank you.
2 different hats today. First one, I've been approached this morning about the garage sale sign-up. It'll be the first Monday in January that we have coffee. So that's January 8th. I'll be up here at 7 o'clock in the morning, so bring your money then. Second hat, cornhole. There will be no cornhole baseball this week because of the HOA meeting. We will play next week. That'll be December 27th. It'll still be open play. The following week, January 3rd, is when we start our league play. The full-timers will play at 6 o'clock. The snowbirds will play at 7:30. And for those that want to play open play, I'll have the court set up at 4:30 so we can play in the afternoon. I haven't seen a lot of the full-timers the last couple of weeks, so if your teams have changed your roster, I need you to get in touch with me and let me know that you have a full team. If you don't, I can add people to it. There's a lot of people want to play. We have about 250 people that want to play, but we only have a place for 216. So your help would be well appreciated.
Howard Lowry for
Merry
the
Christmas,
Pastoral
everybody.
Directory Program, which will be photographing starting near the end of February and next year. I'm here just to mention that we need some volunteers to be part of our sign-ups for the pictorial program, which we'll be trying to do early in January, right after Monday morning coffee. So if any of you, either men or women, that have some time that you can devote to being here after coffee to sign up people for their photo shoot days, I put a sign-up sheet on the credenza, which you can put your name and phone number there, and we would appreciate any help we can get for that. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well.
After coffee today, the Tech Support Committee will meet in the craft room. Welcome table, what have you got there?
Good morning. We do have a new resident to welcome. I'm going to hand over the microphone to him, and here we go.
Good morning. Stand up. I'm from Leesport, Oregon, and moved here 2 months ago. First time for the coffee. That's about it.
Where do you live?
I live on Going to the Sun, 3132 Going to the Sun.
He'll be serving coffee.
And I have a dog named Missy. And I told you I was from Detroit, Oregon. I'm nervous. My name is John Schneider. And I'm widowed for 6 years. And I'm very happy to be part of Tanglewood Estates. Thank you.
Welcome to Tanglewood. Hey guys, can you cut this light down a little bit? I can't even see my paper. It's just going to be a little less light in my face, please. There we go. Now I can see my paper. Don't forget bingo. Today at 6:15, the latest, so you can buy your tickets and get yourself seated. TMAC meeting, Wednesday, 3 p.m. If you haven't seen Wonder Woman, I'll reiterate, tomorrow at 2 p.m., be here. I'm hoping I am free tomorrow so I can. Okay, today in history, the 18th of December. The Mayflower in 1620 docks at Plymouth Harbor. 1968, you remember this movie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, opened in New York. 1972, Nixon announces the start of the Christmas bombing of North Vietnam. In 1878, the last of the Molly Maguires, those who study history from Pennsylvania know who they were. The last of the Mollys dies in prison by execution. In 1865, slavery was abolished in America. It's called the 14th Amendment. In 1912, the biggest hoax in archaeology and paleontology was foisted on mankind with the Piltdown Man, which somebody put together with bits and pieces from everywhere else. In 1961, a group called the Tokens hits the #1 with The Lion Sleeps Tonight. And in 1941, Japan invades Hong Kong, and Britain is at war with Japan. The 17th to the 23rd, Saturnalia. Goes back to the Roman times. This week, 17th to 23rd, is Gluten-Free Baking Week. Our government money being spent wisely. Then this one is a great one. It's About Time Week. About time for what? And then, of course, the newest of the holidays, Kwanzaa, the 26th through the 1st. If you're born on this day, you share your birthday with one of the most heinous people that lived in the 20th century, Joseph Stalin, born in 1878 in Gori, Georgia. And then, of course, there's Steven Spielberg, film producer, born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1946. Brad Pitt, the actor, was born in 1963. Christina Aguilera, American singer, songwriter, born in Staten Island in 1980. Cecily Tyson, actress, born in Harlem, New York City in 1924. Ray Liotta, born in Newark, an actor, in 1954. Those of you that's old enough to remember the stories of Ty Cobb, one of the most disliked people in baseball, and the Sharpened Spikes, was born in 1886 on this date. And then the woman most likely found on an airplane, Betty Grable, was born in 1916 in St. Louis, Missouri. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the man whose assassination on the 28th of June in 1940 sparked World War I, was born in 1863 on this date. And the late Ossie Davis in 1917. Have a great week. Have a happy, Merry Christmas. A Happy New Year. A joyful, healthy, and peaceful 2018. And I will see you then, except for the meeting this Wednesday. Be well, my friends.